Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Doctor Stone New World Episode 6. Last time, they finally finished the ship and have finally set sail to see what's on the other side of the world. It took some doing to finally get the ship ready, a whole another year in fact, that we just skipped through in the episode. But they finally managed to complete their ship. The Perseus is what they're calling it, I believe. Just a second. Is it the Perseus? Yeah, the Perseus is what they're finally calling it. So then they all got on board. Ginro at first chose to stay behind, but then he went for the ship, and he only did it to make it look like he wanted to go, but actually could not go, hoping then he'd get a bit of credibility on the island. In the end, he didn't actually want to go, but then they saw him on the sonar, and then Taiju went and just he went to grab him, and now he's joining them on the adventure, the dangerous adventure that he wanted to avoid going on. Whoops. So now they're going to a place that Senku is calling Treasure Island, which is apparently the place where the people from space landed after the whole thing happened. I thought they landed on the island they were on, and their descendants ended up becoming the people of Ishigami village. So how come they don't know about this island over here? Well, I guess we're gonna find out now on Doctor Stone. So let's see how all that turns out now. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Please leave a like on the video. Please share your thoughts down below in the comments. Please subscribe for more. And with that said, let's get started.
It's finally time to get started on reviving humanity. All 7 billion of us.
Really? How many millions of liters of revival fluid do you think that'll take?
Yeah.
The cave only gave us a slow trip of this stuff. Enough to revive one person every few days. Trying to bring back all of humanity like that would take forever!
Exactly.
Our target is something that'll give us an unlimited supply of revival fluid.
This feels like it's been so long since the last time I heard this. I learned some of the words, not too many though. Finally, it's done. 3,700 years ago, several years after humanity's petrification. Oh yeah, I think they showed that before.
It's one of humanity's treasures, along with all these other precious rocks and such. Your diamond ring will take a long nap in our treasure box.
Long nap indeed. Whoa.
A seashell. Grind it up and you can use it for all kinds of amazing things.
They'll wait for the right time.
And then a tree grew on it.
Tell me the stories that have endured for 3,700 years.
Oh.
I want to hear all 100 of these tales.
And then she told him everything.
I hope you're prepared for this.
Those two have been talking all night. I don't think they took a break, so I wonder how far along they are.
Hang on, I need
The
a
next
break.
of the 100 tales is number 8.
Only 7?
Now I know why you asked if I was prepared. Maybe you got pneumonia from tiring yourself out reciting all this stuff.
Yeah, it's not an easy job. That's why the priestess devotes her entire life to it.
Okay.
Just about every villager is named after a rock. So I bet there are
Yep.
stories about him in the 100 tales. To teach
Turquoise.
people
That
about
one, I don't
revival.
know. I forgot who that one was. That Jade or?
Or amber. A translucent gem that glimmers with the color of the sun.
Amber.
Or gold. A sand that also glistens like the sun. All within the treasure box.
The treasure box.
Diamond.
That's how he knows about that.
What about platinum?
Platinum.
Platinum. It's an ultra rare metal that's even harder to find than gold. And we just need a tiny piece of it. It's a catalyst, one that can make boatloads of nitric acid. We've actually had the option of using poop to make this stuff for a while, though it would have taken forever and produced practically none.
So what? We'd have at least had some by now if we had started a year ago.
There's this thing called Dunbar's number to consider.
What?
The maximum number of people the human brain can remember is 150. That's how big a group can get with all members knowing one another. It's time for a pop quiz, kids! Can anyone tell me the total population of the Kingdom of Science at the moment?
100.
It's an empire at just over 100, I think.
And about 40 of us are original.
Oh my gosh, that's almost 150.
Okay then. If we'd been making revival fluid, we'd have a very limited number of people we could bring back. The populace would disagree on who was the right pick. Our kingdom would crumble as different factions formed to fight. It basically beat Tsukasa versus Hyoga all over.
Yeah.
So we held off.
Platinum. Also called Haki no Shirogane. A sand that sparkles like the moon. Sleeping within the treasure box.
Now I need to find it.
Where on the island is this treasure box? And
After a few thousand years, who knows what kind of condition the island's in?
Who are
Guess
you?
We'll just have to see it for ourselves.
This is awesome! Treasure hunting on a treasure island?
Who are you?
So in?
Who's that just now?
alright.
Wait, who are you? Seriously, I can't remember your name at all.
Of course you can't remember it. He doesn't have a name.
I was wondering about that when making the crew manifest. I wrote no name as a placeholder.
That's fine. Call me whatever you want to. So, what I wanted to tell you is I'm not from Ishigami Village. I just washed up on the shore one day. By a stroke of luck, a villager found and took pity on me. She adopted me and claimed I was her own.
Okay.
My name is actually Soyuz.
Wait, as in the Soyuz? The
Soyuz.
spaceship treasure box that's the whole reason we're headed to this island?
Yeah, and maybe I can take you there,
Oh.
to my home.
Alright.
The treasure island isn't deserted.
The water looks purple.
You mean there are more survivors out there besides us? And they're on the very island we're heading to now?
Yeah. Thanks to this dude's surprising revelation, plus his very existence, we can be sure of it.
Plus his very
It
existence.
would be easier if it were uninhabited. Okay, wait. I'm not quite following this. If there are people on this island, then where the heck did they come from? Wasn't every person turned into a stone statue?
Then they're technically distant relatives of the people of Ishigami Village, correct?
Yeah.
That's just a theory.
Senko's father and a few other astronauts were in space.
Yeah.
They happened to avoid the disaster by pure chance. And their descendants became the inhabitants of Treasure Island. Within the 100 Tales is a wish the founder's will passed down. They wanted us to reach Japan someday.
Huh. I wonder just how many of these island dwellers tried to make it to Japan.
We know one crew had the grit and determination to make it to the mainland.
Those must have been our ancestors who started Ishigami Village!
Yep.
Of course. No one's dumb enough to bring the whole group on a dangerous trip.
So some got left behind over here.
Track stayed behind on the island.
I just had a scary thought. Is it possible Y-Man is from this island? It makes sense.
Oh gosh.
Considering the overall scarcity of humans out there.
Why did you keep such important information from us for all this time?
Slow down.
Just tell us you wanted
Slow down, slow down.
You had years to do it. No. I'm sorry. We're grateful that you confessed it all.
Relax. Relax.
Could they have sent that signal though?
If they had access to that kind of tech, they wouldn't have stayed in such an isolated place. They'd want to see what exists beyond the horizon. They'd want to see every part of the world. Learn everything about it.
I'm not sure if they'd be all feel like you, but I'm sure some people would want to.
I've always wanted to know, too.
Well, he did.
Who am I?
Oh, he made his own
Set out to sea with only
boat.
hazy memories to guide me. But storms would push me back. But even if I found out, what's the point? It won't mean anything now. And yet, deep down, I still just want to know.
It's the driving force behind
We've not even gotten to the island yet, and it's already halfway done.
They really made a behemoth, didn't they? I kind of like to see how it's all put together.
Ah.
Sorry, huh? Show too much interest in their little pet project, and the boys will jump at the chance to gush.
If you're anything like me, you don't want to hear it.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. Did you express interest in a boat?
Ah, great.
Well, if you're that insistent about
There's
it.
so much science stuffed in here, it's gonna blow your mind.
No.
I know who you're dealing with. Now you're their captive audience until they're done.
That's no problem.
Are you sure? Okay.
I once sat through a 5-hour rocket lecture Senku sprung on us. This is nothing new.
The power of a trained and true veteran!
All right. If interested.
Seafaring pro tip.
There's so many curved pieces to the ship.
Sleeping areas. Philo bunk beds. Oh.
But if the wood on this bunk were as stiff as you, we'd be in
Greenhouse.
trouble.
Why?
Nerves help it bend.
Wise of science?
Antenna, radar, GPS.
This is the perfect spot for fishing.
All the ship windows
Bridge.
are made big enough for a person to fit through, in case of an emergency.
Engine room.
Whoa! There's a whole lab in here!
Oh, the input lab.
It's the lifeblood of the kingdom.
Never knew what it was like to get seasick.
Oh. Seasickness.
Whoops! Guess I forgot to whip up a seasickness cure in advance. Well, it's no problem. That's what the lab's for. The Devil's Trumpet, Datura Metal.
So is that some kind of medicine-making flower?
Nope, it's as poisonous as it gets.
What? Senku?
Even a tiny dose works wonders. But mess with the stuff and it'll legit kill you.
Alright. He's back.
I feel great!
And so is he.
The weather can change at the drop of a hat.
And there we go. There's a storm. Just like that.
I've never seen such a drastic shift before.
Yeah.
Ryusui, is something wrong?
This storm's bad news, huh?
I see you've made a green tea latte with goat milk for
This is not the time for that.
presentation.
How are you calm?
I've weathered countless storms in my time on the open seas.
He's breaking away!
Senku.
This is a big opportunity. Since we don't know if the island's inhabitants are friends or foes, we'll use this storm to sneak up on them.
Oh, you want to go straight?
Do a little spying with our new eyes of science before making contact.
But will it be that accurate? They made it to the island finally. There they go. Treasure Island.
This is my home. The island where I was born.
We're finally about to see it, Byakuya. Your treasure island. That's reason enough to get excited.
Is that the whole episode? The whole episode just that? Are you kidding me? Didn't feel like too much happened over there, but okay. Sometimes I wonder why these episodes are so short. Why, man? More Minecraft farming. I didn't feel like too much happened in the episode actually. They talked about the stuff that may be inside the treasure box, but I thought the episode was going to be them arriving at the island and opening that box. But the whole episode was just them getting to the island. They didn't make it there just yet. They only now see it in the distance. So they just spent the whole time talking about things that they're gonna do, like how they're going to make more revival fluid without the nitric acid from the cave, how they're going to make more of it, and about the rest of the 100 tales. Turns out these tales are actually pretty long and pretty draining. They talk, Senku and Ruri talked for a whole night, and they were still stuck in single digits. It must have taken them ages to get through all 100 of them. And that's why they're devoted to it, because they're so long and takes that long to go through all of them. But it's all important information, like the one that had the rocks. That's what Chrome took inspiration of, so yeah. And that helped us make the metal detector last time. And yeah, that was last time. Was that last time? No, that was 2 episodes ago, sorry. And then we met a new member from the Power team who didn't exactly have a name, but he invited him since he's a part of the Power team. But he invited him since he was part of the Power team, and it turns out he may actually know something about the island. He was just someone who didn't have a name, but since he was part of the power team, he was invited on board. So his name's actually Soyuz, I believe. Yeah, I think they said Soyuz, and they think this island is actually where he is from. So what they said was not all the descendants went to Ishigami village. So they're actually from the island over here, and some of them stayed behind while the others went to search for Japan. Somehow they found it, and then they settled over there to form the village, and everybody else stayed behind on that island. So this island is actually still inhabited by people, and maybe they could help Senku find the treasure box if they're friendly enough. That is. So yeah, there may actually be some more people who are still revived. And is it just this island and Japan, or are there more of them? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like. But yeah, it seems like there are people over there who may be able to help them. They had to go through a storm, but they managed to make it over there. But they don't know if the people are going to be friendly or not. For all they know.
Why? Why? Why, man? Could be from the island, and they have to be careful about him.
Yeah, that is something to consider because they don't know who sent those messages yet. It could be the people on the island. It could be someone else. I guess we'll have to go there and find out. And did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. So just the 100 tails and the treasure box. The platinum that they need to make more nitric acid. So they just need a small amount of it, and the amount in the box should be enough. So that was in the 100 tails, so it should be in there. And yeah, that, and then Soyuz, and now we're arriving at the island, more inhabitants. That's pretty much all that happened in this episode. And we had a quick tour of the ship as well. That was nice. So they had the staircase, they had the engine, they had the lab. They apparently also had a greenhouse. Not sure what that's for. But yeah, that was nice. So yeah, not too much happened compared to the previous episodes. But I guess that's alright. Maybe things will start picking up by the time they arrive on the island next time. So let's see what happens then. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode of Dr. Stone. And I will see you all next time. Bye.